What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be taking a look at a Playmates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Ninja Elite series, Mikey in Disguise. This is inspired by the 1990 movie. So as you can see here, we've got Michelangelo sporting the trench coat. He's got the fedora on. As we spin around to this side of the box, we just have some movie art down at the bottom. A little blurby blurb on the back. And at the top, Ninja Elite series, Playmates Toys Ninja Elite action figures include all your favorite characters from 1984 to today. Celebrate their many eras with 6-inch action figures dressed and decorated in detailed outfits and fully articulated to fight evil. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, nothing says business casual like a fedora and a trench coat, and a shell. The 4 Ninja Turtle brothers, Leo, Raph, Mikey, and Donnie, may be green, but that classic camouflage isn't going to cut it in New York City. When the Foot Clan fills the city street and the news with crime, it's time for the Turtles to sneak out of the sewers and defeat the Shredder, or maybe just to grab some pizza in a movie. And then we've got another picture of Mikey down here. That's probably going to be Raph from the movie because I don't think anyone wore this outfit in the movie except for Raphael. So all these little pictures that you see are more than likely Raphael. And then the turtles without the outfits on are the other turtles. But it's cool that they gave them all the trench coats and the hats. It kind of mashes along with the cartoon a little more than the movie, but they did it kind of in that movie style. Let's go ahead and get him pulled out of the box and take a closer look. Alright, so there he is. And as you can see, not a whole lot comes in the box. We've kind of got a little like New York cityscape here in the background that you can't really see too well through the turtle. And then we have the turtle. And he's got some tape on here. Let's go ahead and get that pulled off. Just stick it up there. Let's see, got another piece. We just re-stick them on the sides. And then, let's see. Got bands for days. Clip. 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 Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully that's all of them. Well, nope. We got one on the chucks. One on this set of chucks. There we go. Alright. Chuck 1. Chuck 2. We got bands on the toes. And a fedora that fell off. Alright, let's just go ahead and move this to the side. And see if we can get Mikey to stand up here real quick. And there he goes. I'm going to clean these bands out of the way. Because, you know, we got bands everywhere all the time. One more sneaking in right there. Alright. Let's go ahead and scoot Mikey over just a little more towards the center. Get him looking up at us a bit. And there we go. Now we will take a look at his nunchucks. And these are probably some of the best nunchucks that I have seen. They have the real chain. I think that's metal. It feels like metal. But definitely got a real chain on there. Even if it's a plastic chain, it's a real chain. A plastic one, but I think it is metal. And then these ends are plastic for sure, but that's really cool that it's not just a hard piece of plastic or even a moldable piece of plastic. It's actually a maneuverable nunchuck that you can swing around and use to fight the Foot Clan. And you did get 2 of those. Now, As you saw, the little hat comes off. Pighead's trying to fall over and knock Ric Flair down. The little hat does come off. You can see around to the back here. You can see his shell. In order to get this jacket off, which I am going to take it off, really the only one of these turtles I'm going to keep the jacket on is going to be Raphael because of the movie situation. These are supposed to be like movie turtles, so I want them to be displayed like they were in the movie, and they didn't wear trench coats in the movie. They are kind of a snug fit. There we go. Now let's see if we can get him to stand back up again one more time. Just for a second, Mikey. So we can get this jacket turned right side out. And since we will have so many extra of these jackets, what I'm probably going to do is just go ahead and try to just weather at least one of them. I know I mentioned that on the Leonardo video, but I'm going to try to just weather one of these jackets because they look all crispy and new, and in the movie it was kind of a grungy, dirty jacket. So I'm definitely going to put some weathering on this, or the one that I'll probably do one of these extras and see how that looks, and if I like it, then that's what we'll use on Raphael. Again, the hat, it doesn't really stay on the best. It has these little notches, and it does have a cutout for his bandana there. But as you can see, it just kind of sits there. If you move him around, it falls right off. So again, probably not going to display the fedora on him, but we will display it on Raphael. As I look in here under his head, it looks like we do have a little bit of crust or something there on the neck. Just a little bit of, not sure how well you can see that, but a little bit of quality control issue, as well as right here on the chest, it looks like there's some extra paint splatter that's kind of a different color. I don't know how well that's picking up, but let's go ahead and move on. Let's move on to his articulation. So we will start out, his stiff head will look to the left. It will look to the right. It doesn't really want to look down very far. That's about as far down as we got. And that's about as far up as we've got. Really good looking eyes. I feel like he's staring right at me. The arms are going to be the same on both sides, so I'll just show one here. So we can articulate up. It does spin at the shoulder. And then you see you have the little cut here. So that's where you want to position it where you want it to bend. We do have a cut at the bicep. We do have double jointed pinned elbows, so we can get a really good reach up there. They also, like I said, rotate at that bicep. His wrist will rotate all the way around, and all three of his fingers you can pose. He does have a diaphragm cut right here, so it allows him to do the crunch back and forth. He doesn't go back as far because of the shell hitting on the back of his legs, but he can crunch forward and he can go side to side really well. As far as the splits, he's not making Jean-Claude Van Damme jealous, but he's still able to do a little bit of a split. I could probably do this much split myself, even in my old age, but forward to backwards, getting a little more, something about like that. As we move down his thighs, you can see that it's going to rotate up here, but then we also have a cut in the thigh that will allow that to rotate as well. And then you just got to line all these muscles up. So let's see, keep turning, and there we go. So that means the whole leg has to turn, and now we're back around to the front. So that's one thing you got to be careful of when you're turning these different parts, because this will turn freely also. You kind of can mess up the way that the leg looks. We have double jointed pinned knees. Work really well. The articulation on these guys is great. The toe can point down, or the foot will point down, the foot will point up pretty good, and then you do have the individually articulated toes again. Each one articulates independently of the other. So that's really cool. He does have the brown pads, the singular brown belt. We'll pull in some other stuff to look at here in a minute, but for the first overall view, I like the way his bandana looks. No articulation in the bandana. Pretty cool shell. We do have a place back here to store both of his nunchucks. If you didn't want him to be holding them in his hands, then you can position them right there in the back of his belt. So let's go ahead and have Michelangelo and bring in another couple turtles just to do a little bit of comparing, and then we'll go from there. All right, now here we have brought in the NECA 90s movie turtle and the Playmates Classic Collection. This is Leonardo. We have not unboxed the Michelangelo yet, so I just brought the Leonardo in to kind of compare him a little bit with the Michelangelo. And then also back here, we have the Turtles in Disguise version of Leonardo. So you can see he does have the double strap on his belt here and here. So Michelangelo's staying true with just the belt around his waist. I just wanted to bring him in just for a second, just to show that he is the same type of turtle as this. And now to go back in differences, we can see that this Leonardo's elbow pads, knee pads, wrist things, they're all blue color coordinated to match his little mask, as well as the handles of his swords. And then this is way more accurate to the movie. This is actually a really amazing looking turtle as far as wanting to be realistic to the show. These NECA turtles are great. As far as playability though, if you guys have been watching the channel at all, you know I like to display these guys. These guys I would definitely say are more playable. And they just have that feel of like the cartoon. Even though it's a movie turtle, he just feels more like the cartoon, not so much as the classic collection, which is based off of the cartoon, but I feel like this guy is like the perfect mingling of this guy and that guy. So what do you guys think? You prefer the NECA, the Ninja Elites, or the Playmate Classic Collection? Out of these three different styles of turtles, which one's your favorite? Which favorite turtle do you choose? Man, my words are just getting all confused today. Which turtle is your favorite? Mikey, Leo, Donnie, Raph? I'm really liking Michelangelo. Raphael was kind of my favorite growing up as a child, but now that I'm getting older, I kind of like Michelangelo's quirky attitude instead of Raphael's bad attitude. So let me know down in the comments which turtle's your favorite. Which line do you like the best out of these three, and why? Go ahead and let me know, like, if you prefer the NECA turtle, why is that? And have you ever had any experience with these, or vice versa? Go ahead and let me know what you guys think, and we'll come back for a closer look on Michelangelo. Alright, so here we are with our final thoughts on Michelangelo. I think he's a great turtle. I think he looks good. I think they did good on his head sculpt. I think the bandana looks good, the way it's got some actual movement in it. The nunchuck holders are placed perfectly. They're the perfect tightness. They hold onto the nunchucks. They don't fall through. They aren't too hard to push into it. The articulation in all of the joints is not too loose. It's not too stiff. Everything just works really well. So I have to say, I give this Michelangelo 1990s... There he goes, tipping over, and I saw that happening. There we go. I'm going to have to give this Michelangelo 2 thumbs up. I'm a big fan of just about all the turtles. All these toys you see here in the background, I really love all of them. I do have my favorites, but I really like all of them. And these Playmates Ninja Turtles are really cool. I encourage anyone to get them if they can. I have been finding the classic collection, actually save them up for 12 years and then find them at Ross. So I actually found a classic collection Leonardo at Ross. So you can find them there for a good deal if that's something that you're looking for. My Ross was in Blacklick, Ohio. That's where it is, Blacklick. And then I go to a Walmart in Whitehall and Reynoldsburg. Those are Columbus is my general area, so that's where I do my toy hunting. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the notifications, tell someone you love them, and have a blessed day. We'll see you next time.